What's up, Diabetes family, and welcome back to another edition of Diabetes Kitchen. Today we are going to be doing a coconut curry chickpea. Now this recipe is coming straight out of my cookbook, so make sure you go to my website diabeteskitchen.com and copy one. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, Diabetes family, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to cook our quinoa. Now, you can do rice if you want, but I'm deciding to do quinoa because, let's be honest, it's better for you. Once we put our quinoa into the Instant Pot, we're going to start cooking our coconut curry chickpeas. Now, our first step is we're going to slice 1/2 yellow onion and we're going to cut it into cubes. Now, if you don't want to chop up your onions using this method, you can also use a vegetable chopper, which will save you time. Now with this next step, we're going to use about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, and we're going to do the same thing that we did with the onions. We're just going to make our incisions and cut them into smaller cubes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please use fresh garlic. Do not use a garlic paste or the minced garlic that you get in the jar. Fresh garlic is just going to make this dish taste so much better. Trust me. One thing I like about this dish, it only requires just a few seasonings, so it's not that difficult to do. You can find these seasonings probably in your cabinet or your pantry right now. The seasonings that I like to use is the masala seasoning, curry powder, and also turmeric. I also like to use pepper and Himalayan sea salt as well. If you want to spice it up a little bit, later on in the video, I do add chili flakes, but that is optional. Now that we have everything nicely chopped up, we're going to start putting everything together. We're going to coat the pan with olive oil, and we're going to start off putting our stove to medium heat. It doesn't have to be super hot heat, just medium heat, and just take your time cooking these ingredients. Now, first up, we're going to add our chopped up onions, and we're just going to let it marinate into the pan. Make sure it's nice and fragrant. After that, we're going to add our freshly chopped up garlic, and we're going to give it a nice mix, making sure it's marinating with the onions, and give it a nice mix. Your kitchen right about now should be smelling really fragrant. Once it's starting to smell fragrant, that's when we're going to start adding our seasonings. Now, there's no order to putting these seasonings in, so I'm putting my turmeric in. It's going to be about a tablespoon of turmeric. One tablespoon of curry powder. Once we have the turmeric and we have the curry powder, we're going to start mixing everything in. Once we have those two ingredients mixed in, we're going to add our chili flakes. Yes, because you know your boy likes it spicy. You feel me? Now we're going to add our masala seasoning. Now with the masala seasoning, we're going to use about a 1/2 tablespoon. Now this recipe does require 2 cans of chickpeas, but with the first can, I'm going to add to my pan before I add the tomato sauce and the coconut cream. So we're gonna add a half a can of the tomato sauce. Give it a nice mix, making sure everything in the pan is nicely coated. Once everything is nicely coated, this is where we're gonna add our coconut cream. Now I did make a mistake in this video and I used the light coconut cream. So later on, to thicken this up, I added some thicker coconut cream. Moral of the story is use a thick coconut cream, don't use the light coconut cream. So once everything is added, I'm going to add a few pinches of black pepper and a few pinches of Himalayan sea salt to taste. Now give everything a nice mix. Make sure everything is nicely infused. Once that is done, we're gonna put the top on and make sure everything just simmers evenly. Once everything is simmering, we're going to start with our garnish, and we're gonna use fresh cilantro. Make sure you wash your cilantro really good, and we're just gonna give it a few rough chops. Doesn't have to be perfect and doesn't have to be finely chopped. So now that your chickpeas have been simmering for about a good 15 minutes, we're going to start adding our cilantro inside. But before we do that, we're gonna give it a nice mix. Make sure everything is all good, which it is. Look how amazing that looks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, the kitchen's starting to smell amazing. And now we're gonna add our cilantro. Now, I forgot to tell you, this is going to be my daughter's first time trying this curry dish. She doesn't really do curry, or she's never really had it. So this was me taking a risk on this dinner just to see what she would think about it. So this is going to be Eliana's first time trying this coconut curry chickpea that I cooked. I really wanted to take it to the limits because this is something that she's never had before. She's never had curry. Even when I was cooking it, she was like, "God, the smell is a different smell." So like, I really want her to try it and see what it's like. I'm pretty excited about her reaction. Whether it's good or bad, I wanted her to get an idea. I wanted her to expand her palate. That's why I cooked this dish. We were gonna go for burritos and everything. I was gonna do homemade burritos, but I wanted to do something different, something that she's not used to. So fingers crossed, let's hope that she likes it. You'll have her reaction soon. Now, as I'm plating this, my daughter's looking at me, telling me that I'm super extra for going the extra mile and making the plate look amazing. But that's just what I do. You know, I'm a Virgo. Virgos get down like that. That's what we do, you know? Because what do I say? Presentation is what? It's everything, baby. That's how we get down. Now, I know in previous videos, I always talk about presentation as everything, but I actually live this, ladies and gentlemen, even off camera. That's why it's a rolling joke with my daughter always saying that I'm extra, because that's just what I do. The food has to look good and taste good. Now, let's see if I pass the test.
So, what we trying today?
So we have quinoa,
Okay.
and then we have coconut curry chickpeas.
Okay. So I'm gonna try. Should I with the quinoa or should just?
You can try both.
Okay, I'll just do this and I'll mix together. It's good.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, I don't even like curry or none of that. For real.
You like that?
With the quinoa, it tastes mixed together.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, I like it. I give it a good 8.5.
8.5.
Look, I don't even like curry like that.
So you give it a what? An 8.5?
Oh, 8.7.
All right, I'll take an 8.7.
Yeah.
I'll take an 8.7.
Yep. I'm gonna go. Bye.
Now there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. For someone that doesn't eat curry, I got an 8 out of 7. My daughter's a picky eater, and I'm pretty sure some of your kids are too, but I know your kids will like this dish. So next time you feel like making something gourmet, make this dish. It's very cost efficient and very easy to make. I would like to take the time and thank each and every one of you guys for watching this video. You guys could be anywhere in the world, but today you decided to be right here with me, and for that I thank you. Please make sure that you like, you subscribe, and click the bell so you know every time I drop a new video. In the meantime, in between time, holla at ya, boy. Peace.